Hi, this is future Jardan speaking. This video was recorded after filming the current vlog that you're about to watch. I just wanted to do this little intro to say I am proud of the Jardan that edited this video, because if you follow us on Instagram, we had multiple, to say the least, technical difficulties and also a lot of start and stops with this video. Nick and I started a lychee farming job, which meant we had to wake up at 3:45 in the morning every day, and we would come home before 2 p.m. and the last thing we felt like doing was working on this video. So without really going into it too much, I just wanted to say, if you're here, thank you for watching. It means the absolute world, because I worked very hard on this seemingly simple vlog. Seemingly simple, but it's very tedious because it's a lot of talking, so it's a lot of cutting and whatnot. Thank you to Nick, who was amazingly patient with this video. I had so many problems with it and you just took care of me, kept me sane 99% of the time, and you problem solved everything, which I'm really, really grateful for. So thank you. I just want to say also to myself, I'm so proud of you for pushing through. Yeah, well done. And there was a few tears, but that's okay. That happens. You move on, you keep going, you keep learning, you keep growing, and you keep creating. And this is what you wanted to do this year. So good job. All right, I hope you guys enjoy. Now it's recording.
Okay, yeah, you go. Good job.
Good job.
Cinderella man.
Cinderella man. Driving home now, home being Sunshine Coast, from Gladstone, and we're just gonna try something different.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some random questions just to keep ourselves entertained. Random questions, Nicholas. What's your favorite TV show? Oh, that's an easy one. I don't know why it took me so long.
It's The Witcher at the moment.
Yeah.
But of all time, Dragon Ball Z.
If that's still your most favorite.
Yeah.
Holy. Are you serious? Oh, jeez.
What's yours?
At the moment is The Witcher. We watched we recently watched season 2 because it got released. Then we rewatched season 1. And now we're on to rewatching season 2 again in the space of 8 days.
Still good.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so good when you understand it. Because the first time I watched it, I didn't understand it. So at the moment, I'm going to say The Witcher. But all time would have to be Friends.
Yeah.
You knew that one. Question 2. If your food is bad at a restaurant, would you say something? No. I'll probably eat it. Because I feel bad. I don't like conflict. I don't like confrontation. Unless it was super bad.
Depends. I'm scared they're going to do something to my food if they take it back. So I don't think I would say something, but I wouldn't want any, more food. I would want, money back.
Would depend on the restaurant. If it was more of a high-class restaurant, I think I would definitely trust them. Then again, you probably wouldn't get a bad thing at a high-class restaurant, but it would depend on the restaurant. So you would rather ask for money back than ask for different, your food fixed up.
Unless it was just something they forgot an egg that I paid for.
Yeah.
I would get the egg because that's not bad. But if I was there's hair in my food or it's undercooked, yeah, no, I want money back.
Is it bad? So if it was a hair, I don't really care. Is that bad? It depends.
On what region of the body it came from.
Oh yeah, of course. I didn't think of that. I just saw the hair on your head. What would you do with $10 million?
I would buy a little beach shack.
Oh, yeah.
A tiny house beach shack right on the beach somewhere in Sunshine Coast. And then buy a 4-wheel drive, kit it out, and go travelling around as well.
Oh, that'd be so fun. I think I'm going to agree with you on that one. We would buy our dream land and tiny home.
Probably can't even afford our dream land with $10 million.
Oh, okay. What? What's your dream land? You're
I want right on beach. Oh, well.
You would get that for $10 million.
I don't know. Sunshine Coast prices are ridiculous.
I reckon you could. My answer pretty much lines up with yours. If it wasn't so much for COVID, I would probably spend a bit of it traveling, give some to my family, and then have the rest to travel. But with COVID being the way it is, then maybe not. So I'll settle for traveling around Australia. So this is Big Him. What's your worst habit?
I don't really have any.
You have a lot.
I'm pretty amazing.
No, you're not.
Mine would be probably biting my nails and flicking them wherever they are.
Oh, that is true. He'll leave his nails on the coffee table.
Not on purpose. I just simply forget.
He reckons he forgets it.
I do.
He forgets about them on the coffee table.
Sometimes
but our coffee
I put them away.
Our coffee table is white. But I think if I wasn't there, if you were a bachelor and you were living by yourself, I reckon you would just pick and flick, but with your fingernails. My worst habit is being too clean, which annoys Nick a lot. Annoys me a lot because I can't relax. But it's like a good thing. It's like a curse and a blessing at the same time. We get a really nice clean house.
But you just can't do anything in that house.
I can do stuff in that house, like
as long as
be
you're
clean.
Bar.
Question number 5. What is your current pet peeve? Having a wife that's too clean. No.
When people aren't courteous, or like when they don't think of themselves, walking on a path and there's enough room for 2 people on that path, and they're a group of like 2 or 3 or whatever, but they don't form a single line to go past someone. If you're that person, I will walk straight at you. Just don't think.
But if he does it, it's okay.
I say sorry
He does.
immediately.
He
If
does,
that happens,
yeah.
like, because I actually, truly, genuinely did not see the person or did not think at that time, I'll say sorry.
Yeah.
But some people are literally just, they do not care. They look at you and then they just keep walking straight at you. Or if they're like walking into shops and they just stop in the middle in a big group and then start chatting to people or something, like
they stop right in the middle of the aisle or something, or if there's like 4 people in a group and they don't form a single line to help like share the path, that's really annoying, and they just block the whole thing. Yeah. So it's common courtesy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be a nice person.
Be a nice person, goes a long way. Be a thoughtful person. I don't like it when technology doesn't work. So when the
it doesn't work instantly.
When it doesn't work instantly, or does its job, so it doesn't even, I don't know.
If you click the web browser and it's just there thinking for a little bit,
like a second too long,
the web browser and re-clicks the web browser and re-clicks it again, and then gets annoyed and frustrated at it. Whereas if you literally waited a few more seconds, it would most likely do what it was going to do, but she doesn't give it a chance.
I get like a rage inside me.
Yeah.
For a small person, I get very angry when something isn't as fast as it should be.
So.
Like, we have internet these days, very fast internet, so I should have it all at my fingertips, but when something does. Anyway, that's my pet peeve. What is your favorite movie?
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit. Oh,
Trilogy.
okay.
But
That's a loophole.
is the first one.
What's it called? It's got like a little subtitle. The Unexpected Journey.
Yeah.
That's the one. My favorite movie, love The Greatest Showman. But have to be that or The Hobbit as well. Pick another number. Do you care about reviews? Oh, this is different.
Reviews.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Is it like do I read a review on a restaurant before I go there, or do
I don't know.
care if someone reviews me?
Let's go with that. Like if you are going somewhere.
Going somewhere to eat and the review says it's bad.
Eat, stay at.
Yeah. I look at reviews.
I think they're important.
Everyone's always going to tell you that they're the best at everything when they're trying to sell it. So
yeah, exactly.
I would look at a review of someone who's not getting paid, someone who's actually gone through the experience.
We stayed at the Kookaburra Park. I want to know experiences, what to do, and I know if a place could help out with something else or improve on. They're good ones.
But I don't like the people who review and they just constant like negative. Like you got to say some pros, because obviously no one is the worst at anything.
Yeah, both sides of it.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, you just tell me to stop.
Stop.
What is one song you can't help but sing along to? This is question 8. The Greatest Showman.
I was going to say The Greatest Showman. Yeah.
that or anything by Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
If you could change your name, what would you change it to? Shaniqua? No.
Vladimir.
No. Nick's got a thing with
Vladimir or Kai?
Kai.
Kai.
Okay. Like the Vampire Diaries Kai?
No, like Cobra Kai. Nah.
You don't even watch Cobra Kai. I would change my name to... Actually, I really like the name Ash.
Ash.
Yeah.
There's lots of them at Contessa, so
Yeah.
you'll fit
Compliment to you guys. I love the name Ash. Last one before our battery runs out on this GoPro. And tell me to stop.
Woo.
Not woo. Woo. Not a horse. Do you like to take a stand or just let things go? Nick will hold the biggest grudge if he doesn't like something.
I think if everyone let things go, then the people who actually do the bad stuff are never going to learn, and then they're just going to keep doing it because everyone lets it go. So
yeah, and that's like one of the biggest contrasts with our personalities is I will probably just go with the flow a little bit more.
She doesn't like contradiction.
I don't. Confrontation and conflict and stuff like that. I'll try and avoid it where I can. But I think we've like learned from our personalities. Like he's eased up a little bit. Maybe I've softened him a little bit, but vice versa. He's like taught me to stand up for what I believe in a little bit more and be a little bit more stronger and stand my ground. If you guys believe in star signs, he's an Aries, so he's like a fire sign, and they're a bit more spontaneous and they stand up for people, whereas I'm a Virgo and I'm a people pleaser, so like I serve people. So I feel like that totally it suits us anyway.
Except she doesn't please me.
Yeah, I do.
You're the one. I'm the one person you stand up to.
No, you walk all over me all the time. My life is to serve you.
Should be. Agreed.
We are 10 questions deep and we're trying a different way to hold this GoPro. Question number 11. What job could you never imagine doing?
Doctor. Anybody that cuts into people, I don't know how you do it. I would pass out immediately. I don't like blood or surgery or anything like that. It just makes me queasy.
Nick doesn't like the idea of blood. His biggest phobia is needles.
Or getting stabbed by anything.
Yeah.
Stabbing.
But it's not even like when someone goes, you need to get a tattoo, or like you should get a tattoo. People think it's just like a slight mild fear of pain. It's not pain that he's scared of.
The idea of it.
It's the idea of something piercing your skin.
I can think about it, or someone can tell me a story about something and I can just start to feel queasy.
We had one CrossFit comp once and someone was injured by a barbell to the degree that the barbell had cut into her skin and through her quad muscle and exposed bone, and you went into doctor mode.
I'm good in like stressful situations.
Did you see her injuries? Did it make you feel queasy?
Not until after I think about it.
Adrenaline took over.
Plus it's different. It's not like someone cut. It's like the barbell hit it and it split. It's like if someone
it was an accident. It wasn't like intentional.
If I was to get punched in the face and it like split open, that's like different. Like go to stitch it back up, you're like putting a needle in.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so more like a surgeon. I feel like you can't be a surgeon. What's one job I can't ever do? A taxi driver. I suck with directions. I know there's such thing as GPS.
Really? Is there such thing as that?
Yeah.
Just these days.
Yeah. But even that, I stress out over it. Don't trust me with directions. I only ever have like 3 places I know for sure that I don't need a map with, and that's the gym, home, and Coles. Question number, what are we up to? 12. Have you ever had to scream help? And if so, why?
Yeah, I was drowning in the water.
It wasn't drowning.
I was drowning.
Tell the story.
I was surfing. I'm not a very good swimmer, so like number 1 rule is you should be non-reliant on your surfboard, but I totally rely on that to float. My leg leash snapped, and then I got a couple of waves on the head. I come up and I was freaking out because I didn't know if I could swim back to shore and I didn't have my board. So I yelled out help, and luckily one of my friends was a really good swimmer. He come over with his board, and then I used his board to get in, and he swam in. But in the whole point of like yelling out help and stuff, I realized that there was like a sandbar like literally under my feet. I just didn't realize it had stood up when he changed over boards. So
he thought he was drowning.
Well, I think I drifted onto the sandbar. I think where I was, there wasn't anything, but then I ended up on it. I don't know. I freaked out in the situation, and yeah, guess what? Still can't swim.
Well, the most significant time I can remember yelling out help was back when we were living in Gladstone and we had our German Shepherd Coco. She would panic a lot when there was a storm either happening or coming, and she would try and escape the yard by jumping the fence. Unfortunately, the gap between the fence palings was just big enough that if she missed her jump, her little doggy wrists would go straight in between the fence palings. And I remember hearing out her yelps, and I was inside the house. Both Nick and I were home, but I was inside the house. Were we asleep?
Yeah, we were asleep in bed.
Oh, okay. Obviously at night, and then the thing is, where she got stuck was right near outside our ensuite window. So I went in to check where she would be, and then saw that her wrists were stuck and she was in this weird standing awkward upright position, and I couldn't have done it myself to like free her. So I remember calling out to Nick for help then, and we had to both hoist her up.
Yeah, I picked her up and you pulled her wrists back out.
Yeah. But that was the last time I can remember fully calling out for help. Something serious anyway. So this is 13?
I think so.
I think this is question 13. If you could start a collection of one kind of item, what would it be?
Surfboards.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you could have a surfboard for different types of waves.
And just ones to look at, ones that are pretty. Oh,
So surfboards. What would I have?
pottery.
No.
Yeah, like
Mugs.
plates.
No.
And mugs and
Oh,
stuff like
yeah, ceramics.
that. Yeah, that one.
Ceramics.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's what I meant by
Yeah.
pottery.
Different types, sizes, kinds. Then I could take nice photos of food. Oh, yes, you nailed it. Question 14. What's your least favorite fast food restaurant?
Probably KFC.
Yeah, I'm going to say KFC as well.
It tastes good, I know, but it's so bad for you.
I remember once there was this burger that came out. So it was the bun and then like a deep fried something, then cheese, then bacon, then another deep fried something, then cheese and bacon. I don't know. It was like a heart attack in a burger.
Yeah, it was a bunless burger because the deep fried chicken.
Oh, yes, there was
the
no bun.
bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
The deep fried chicken
Yeah.
was the bread.
Question 14. What is your guilty pleasure?
Red wine.
Oh, yeah.
Red wine.
Nick can easily have a bottle a night.
It just tastes so good. It's not even the fact that I like to get drunk. This is a really bad question to follow up KFC.
That's true. I think it's the routine. It's like people having coffee, like they love it.
Yeah.
They can't give it up because it's a ritual, it's a routine, it's, I don't know. Red wine for Nick. My guilty pleasure would be social media. It's mostly Instagram and Pinterest. I love pretty pictures, yeah. Anything visual, anything appealing. I have to really keep myself in check. Even this car trip, I have to tell Nick to choose a time that I can check my phone. Otherwise, I'll be on it even if there's no reception. Like, I'll be trying. Question 15. What makes you roll your eyes every time you hear it?
When are you having kids or
Yes.
stuff like that? Jardan and I both are not planning on having kids at this stage ever. Could change our mind, but most likely we'll just end up with little fur babies, i.e. golden retrievers.
On our wedding day, we got questions like, we just got married. We're still at the ceremony, like hugging everyone. And then the question is, so when are you having kids? And it's crazy to think that.
It's crazy that
But
some people literally just do it because they think that's the next step.
It's funny though, like ever since we moved to the coast, we have met more and more people that are in the same stage as us where we are most likely not going to have kids. Before it was, that's the thing to do is you, find someone, you get married, and then you buy a house, and then you have, I don't know, whatever order it is.
Yeah. Not saying like we're against kids.
No.
If you want kids, that's
Yep.
awesome.
This
And
is just our choice.
yeah. Plus, there's a lot of kids that need adopting, so
That's right. And that's
Maybe look
another
at that
thing was
part.
like, if we get to the age that we can't have kids physically, then we are open to the idea of adopting. But like you said, that's just where we are at the moment. I think we'll stop at 15 questions. All right. that's kept us entertained at different parts of the trip. If this does make it to YouTube, I hope someone was entertained, even just for a little while, if you just put it on the background.
If you answer the questions,
Oh yeah.
try and wrap it briefly into text and put it at the bottom in the comments.
I'm very interested to know. We're in Gympie, so we have about 45 minutes before we
Roughly.
get home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not too far now.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.